Hello everyone. Today we bring it back to starter Boom Beach with all Riflemen. It might not be the most popular heroed ability, but there was a time in Boom Beach when I always used ice shields, and yeah, we're gonna bring it back to that today. I used to use ice shields a lot with RZCM. Then I think as we kind of learned more about heroes and got them upgraded, I don't think this is as good. The ice shield, but you can see what it does when the laser beams are targeting. You get that ice shield popped. Actually, I don't think ice shield is the greatest for this war factory, just because there aren't many rocket launchers, and I guess they do work pretty well with the laser beams, but yeah, laser beams seem more like with the Rifleman strat, unless they're gonna shoot like completely down the line. I don't know if it's really the most effective, and we still have them alive, but I think we're gonna have more use with the mortars over here. But this war factory, like, those laser beams aren't doing anything to it, so this seems like an easier war factory. We're already up to 150 energy. Let's get those hot pots popped up, and most of those hot pots were ranked 1 or level 1, so not even that difficult. Should be a fairly easy war factory. We just have to make sure we keep this over here shocked, this being the hot pot, and it looks like we let them fire just a little bit on my Rifleman, but it didn't even do that much. But I would say this is a good first attack. I wanted to get more, keep them more underneath, and I just let them die. That was my fault. Right as I'm going into the plan of the attack, really what I needed to do just completely broke down there. So we're just gonna BART at the shield generators here. Then we'll go back, retrain our troops, and try this again for the Johnsons. But let's get them flared over here once again. The Doom Cannon's gonna be firing. Oh no, I should probably... Alright, I think the hot pots are gonna get a little bit of fire on my Rifleman. That's fine. We got an ice shield, I think. Oh my gosh, I'm not sure if the ice shield even protected them once the flame got on them. I don't know if like the burn damage is protected by ice shield. That might be in the terms and conditions. I'm not quite sure, but I think the hardest part of this attack actually is going to be getting through these the like line of mines here with the machine guns, because the machine guns, I didn't really consider it when first starting here because they look low level, but now thinking about it, they actually might do a considerable amount of damage to my Johnsons, and we don't really want that. But as soon as we get those shield generators down, we are just gonna flare them back toward the HQ, get them out of the fire zone there, and it looks like we're able to get it. We'll just get a couple smokes down for security here. Looks like the mortar got one final shot off. And then over on the right here, forgot about those laser beams that were hardly doing damage to my Rifleman. But we're going to be able to take it out. So that is what 232 Rifleman Swarm is like. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like it used to be a stronger strat. Not quite sure. But we are able to get War Factory in 2 hits, so that's about normal for me. Sometimes can solo it depending on the base. I probably should have soloed that one. It was not that hard of a base, but we chose an awkward strat for it. But now we're going to transition over to some player base attacks with this, and this is where it starts to break down for me because I am not focused enough while talking to get... to have a heavy game plan in this, but we are going to try to figure it out here. So I think that's a good shot cluster right there. What I am going to do is we are going to BART down these 2 rocket launchers. I think that'll help us out tremendously, especially since that one's damage amplified. Looks like a barrage artillery did not make the cut, despite it being so close. So this is definitely an ice boosted base, as I already identified actually. But now we don't really want to run into these mines either, so we'll get another barrage out. And I think 58 energy, I think we have enough to get through this first part, but I'm going to clean up these shock mines as well because that is very awkward right there. But we got a nice little pocket where we can place our troops. There we go. And now we just kind of wait and see where we're going to need to delegate our energy. So the machine gun doing tremendous damage right there. Not great. And then the rocket launcher as well, trying to get in on the action. But this is where you want the ice shield to be popped. I feel like with the ice, since those are damage amplified flamethrowers, the ice shield does provide the layer of protection you want, but I feel like you need to supplement it with some medkits as well. Unfortunately, we do not have the resources or the energy to get those placed right now, but it looks like we are gonna fail this attack. Let's try and salvage it. I'm gonna flare over to the left here, see if we can get them somewhat safe, but we definitely do not have the Rifleman needed to get through this attack. And this is kind of the struggles of the ice shield, since the ice shield is very helpful when you're looking for like a little bit of protection, but it does wear off after a second. Like if it was a permanent shield until it got like destroyed, then it would be a really good ability, in my opinion. I can't believe I used to use this all the time, but yeah, after like the short period of time, it does expire, and our first player base is gonna be a loss, unfortunately, but it's okay. I'm not that much of a Rifleman connoisseur anymore, so kind of expected. I'm not sure why I thought I could take out that base, actually, but let's move on. Let's try and redeem ourselves, get at least a good player-based victory here. And this is more my style here. No boosted ice, no damage amplifiers that we really have to worry about. But the question is, how will they survive against these mines? I feel like that is a great question. Let's get a box of critters over here. I feel like that's going to be a good area where a Rifleman will be vulnerable. And then over here as well, awkward spread, but we got the shock mine. We actually got quite a few mines. So I will take that. Let's get our Rifleman down, our hero down, and then I'm going to get a med kit right in the middle here, because they're going to converge right on this flamethrower, take it out pretty quickly, but you cannot underestimate the amount of flamethrower we'll do. We'll get a couple shocks, and now this is probably what I should have done before the attack actually started. We're going to start getting these rocket launchers poked down. Can we thread a shock bomb right here? I think we can. Yeah, they're pretty close, but this is very awkward, and our Kavan is not in an ideal position. For some reason, he is out on the he's out on the outskirts of where the troops lie, and somehow our barrage artillery did not take out the buildings I was targeting, or at least two of them. Quite unfortunate, but no, we are not in a good place here. We are not in a good position. I will retract what I was about to say right there. But can we get this down? We have a few targeting the HQ. We just need enough for a med kit, maybe. Oh my gosh, this is not going great. How have we not taken out that flamethrower? Not looking good. My goodness, this is not how it was supposed to go. We're supposed to be able to take out some of these player bases, and I even did a few practice attacks beforehand and took some out. But that is 2 losses in a row. I am not happy. You know what? Let's try something risky with this base. So, I see a lot of ice statues. I have not been doing well attacking against ice statues, so I am a little nervous for this one, but I think we can get a 6 smoky strat up here and possibly be able to take it out. Just looking at the rocket launcher placements, that could pose some issues. But we're going to get this bombarded down. Barrage artillery, let's see how that does. It's going to be close. Alright, so a barrage artillery able to get that one. Not sure why I couldn't get the other one. And then the other one's on the other base. And then I'm going to clean up here as well, because we're not going to flare them directly to this area here, even though actually that might be the move. Okay, we are spending all our energy. We have to keep that in mind. I'm down to 39 energy already. Okay, back up to 42. Alright, let's just send it and see how this goes. Now, Ice Shield might not be the best hero ability for a smoky strap. We're going to make this work. Oh my gosh, I let them peek. That is not good, but I think we are still fine. That flare is not where I want to end up, but we are getting close. So we'll do one more flare and smoke as soon as some of them get closer. There we go. Let's get the flare, one more smoke, and then here is where we get our shocks out. So we got our one on the rocket launcher. Now there isn't much splash damage till we get near to the HQ. Oh my goodness. They are bending down further than I really wanted. Let's get an ice shield popped, and then we're going to get another shock out, and I think we're fine for this. So we'll just get a flare on the HQ here, box of critters, and that should be the battle. Oh no, I forgot about that shock launcher. Will it matter though, because they are so spread out, and they targeted the critters, so that is good. Alright, so the smoothest attack for my all-rifleman swarm was actually not an all-rifleman swarm, it was a smoky rifleman, and I just can't help myself. I don't know how I'm supposed to keep them alive in the other attacks. I'm bad. But yeah, it went well against War Factory, but I guess it is what it is. Riflemen are not the troop for me, and even considering we have a rifleman health boost, that just makes it more sad to me that I could not make the rifleman swarm work, but yeah, it is what it is. But thanks for making it to the end. We'll see you guys in tomorrow's Boom Beach video. Bye-bye.